Donald Trump is back in the courtroom. The hush money criminal trial has resumed in New York. The former U.S. president has been accused of falsifying documents to win the 2016 elections. He made a statement ahead of the trial.
This is a disgraceful case. It's a disgrace to the New York state and city court system. And I'm going to go into the icebox now and sit for about 8 hours or 9 hours. I'd much rather be in Georgia. I'd much rather be in Florida. I'd much rather be in states that are in play, states that, I'd like to be able to campaign.
Before the trial resumed, the judge found Trump in contempt for violating his gag order 9 times, and he has ordered him to pay $9,000 for criticizing. The judge also threatened incarceration if Trump willfully violates the gag order again. The trial has resumed with a prosecutor's witness, Gary Farrow. It is being said that he is familiar with the bank accounts involved in transactions with Trump. Farrow has not been accused of any wrongdoing. He spent about 15 years at First Republic Bank as a senior managing director. Farrow has already testified once on Friday last week. He explained that he inherited the bank's relationship with Michael Cohen. Cohen was Trump's lawyer at the time. He has been accused of helping Trump make the money transfer. Farrow claims that Cohen had multiple personal accounts at the bank. One of them was opened in October of 2016, a month before U.S. presidential elections. This new account was used to pay the hush money to porn star Stormy Daniels. Now, let me put this into context. Trump had an affair with porn actress Daniels in the year 2006. To keep it a secret, Trump paid her a sum of $130,000 US. Now, this is not a crime in the United States. Trump has been accused of falsifying documents to hide this very transaction. Trump is facing about 34 counts of charges. If convicted, Trump could be sentenced to 4 years in prison. This criminal case is one of the 4 pending against Trump. He has been charged in Georgia and Washington for his efforts to overturn the 2020 election loss. In Florida, he will be questioned over his handling of classified documents upon leaving office. But the hush money case that is ongoing could be the only one to go to trial and also produce a verdict before this year's November election. Now, for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani is joining us live from New York. Susan, good to see you. What is the latest you can tell us from New York?
Yeah, as you mentioned, just about an hour or so ago, we got that breaking news that Judge Juan Merchan actually did find Donald Trump in contempt of court. Prosecutors said that he violated that gag order 10 times. Merchan went with 9 times. The controversy here is that gag order is also against his disgraced lawyer, who was once convicted and went to jail, Michael Cohen, as well. But the problem with that is Michael Cohen is making media appearances and campaigning against Trump. He's also making money off those interviews and going live on TikTok and whatnot. So that is going to be something, a point of contention moving forward about this gag order, where one side is essentially has to be silent, almost like a monk sitting in that courtroom for 9 hours or so, and others are free to do what they please. It's also important to note that it was sort of a carrot and stick situation with Judge Merchan and Donald Trump. He did agree for Donald Trump to take the day off on May 17th and go to his son Barron's graduation ceremony. But then on the other hand, of course, he was fined $9,000 as well, and the threat of incarceration for violating that gag order if he continues to do so.
All right, Susan, thank you so much for getting us all those updates from New York. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.